today's video is going to be a DIY video, and since Valentine's Day is just around the corner, I thought I'd show you a couple of things you can do to spice up your room for Valentine's Day. One of them is really quick and simple, the other one is really simple but it takes a long time. Now, the first one that I'm going to show you is this rose wreath kind of thing, paper rose wreath. This is the one that takes a long time. Now I really quite if you get together with a group of friends and you do it together, it won't take that long. It's just you have to make a lot of roses. That's what takes a long time, so just be aware that you have to make a lot of roses. But you don't just have to make these for Valentine's Day, you could make one for your room for any time of year, but I just thought it was a nice idea. And yeah, and the other one is this love bunting, which you can do whatever you like, you can say whatever you like, but I just thought it was a nice touch for Valentine's Day for your room, or you know, wherever you want it. But maybe if you were doing a meal for your boyfriend, you could make this to decorate the place, to make it all romantic. Or if you're like me and you just want a couple of things to spice up your room for Valentine's Day, then this is a good video for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Please be aware, I'm sorry if you sometimes you can't see what I'm doing. I'm not particularly, like, this is one of the first DIY videos I've filmed, so I haven't really had much practice, so it might not be perfect, but I'm going to try and make it as good. I haven't looked at the footage I've got yet, but we'll see. And also there might be lighting changes and things like this, because I filmed this over a few different days and a few different times, because it took me a long time to cut those roses out and I wasn't going to film the whole process. So yeah, this is not all filmed at once and it took me a long time. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. So the first DIY is this bunting, and you can do any design you like really, but mine just says love. So yeah. What you'll need is some glue, put stick, ribbon, glitter, sharpies, and tissue paper, card, scissors, ruler, pencil, and a craft knife. So yeah, first thing you'll do is just mark out on your paper where you want your bunting to be. So on one side I marked out 10, 20 and 30 centimetres, on the other I marked out 5, 15 and 25 centimetres. Connecting them, each of these marks up to make the bunting. Quite simple, just drawing a line between them with a pencil. Now I'm just going to go ahead and cut these out, and I did 2 sheets of this, I just didn't film both. So yeah, you just want to cut out as many triangles as you like, and I cut out 10 but I only used 8, so it's really up to you depending on the design. So once you've got your sheets cut out, I'm just using my heart punch to punch the top of the card. You can use a hole punch for this if you haven't got a heart punch, but I thought a heart's really nice touch. Now I'm just drawing out my design onto the card, what I want. So yes, this is the L, and yeah, you just want to repeat each of your cards. So yeah, just draw out the design. Now I'm just going to cut it out so that there's a hole where your design is. And I'm just using my craft knife and a ruler to do this, but it's, yeah, just do that. Once you've cut out the design, just cut out some tissue paper to fit the back of the design. Just make sure it doesn't overlap, just kind of cut it to fit the back. And then all you're going to do is just use your Pritt stick or your glue stick to glue that on so that you've got like some pink tissue paper peeking out. So this bit is totally optional, but I'm just using a Sharpie to draw around my design just to outline it, but you really don't. It depends on what you want for the look. So then just repeat that on all of the designs you want, and then for the other design, which is the little hearts glittery design, I'm just laying out some little hearts which are left over from the heart punch and drawing around them to create an outline of the hearts. This doesn't have to be too precise, you could freehand it. And then within the outline I'm just gluing that and then pouring glitter on so that I get some little pink glittery hearts. And just getting rid of the excess and then drawing around these hearts with Sharpie. Again, this is optional, you don't have to draw around it. And that is basically what I did for the designs of the bunting. And then once you're done that, you just want to lay them out how you're going to have them hang up. And then I'm just grabbing my ribbon and cutting a piece of ribbon off to length, and then I'm just threading it through so the ribbon lies at the back of each of the bunting pieces. I mean, you could have it at the front if you wanted, but I just prefer the look of it at the back. And then I'm just going to sellotape it down to hold it in place. Again, you don't have to do this, but just to hold them in place and make sure it was nice and held in place. And then you just want to do this and string on your bunting. All you have to do is just hang this up, and yes. Okay, so this is the second DIY, and it's this paper road wreath. It took me ages, so you just need to have a lot of patience, and this is basically what you will need. So I'm just going to start with my red paint and paint the wreath. This is just in case there are any little gaps, so where you can see the wreath peeping through. So I'm just going to paint the wreath. Something round to make a load of circles. Now I think I used I did this on about 15 sheets of card, so you need to make a lot of circles. I'm just showing you one sheet here, but I did this 15 times. So yeah, I'm just drawing out each circle. They don't have to be too exact, by the way. You just kind of want rough circles. So yeah. Now I'm just going to cut them out again. They don't need to be too exact. And again, I did this on 15 sheets. You have to cut out a lot of roses. I wasn't going to film the whole process because I would have a lot of fish. So yeah, hopefully you can kind of see this. And I'm just going to cut those bad boys out. And yes, this is really easy to do and you kind of get used to it, but it takes a long time because you have to do so many. Now I'm taking each of these circles and cutting them into spiral shapes like you can see here. And then I'm going to curl these spiral shapes and roll them up to a little rose shape. Then I'm just going to sort of let it go a bit so that it kind of unfolds slightly, otherwise you'd have a very tight rose. I'm sorry you can't really see it here. And then I'm just going to glue gun the last little bit of paper in the middle to the bottom to keep it together. And that is how you make a rose. Now you have to make a load of these to fill up the wreath. As I said, I used about 15 sheets and each sheet had 10 or 11 on it, so I used about 165, made 165 of these. So you have to make a lot, but you can always do a slightly smaller wreath or perhaps just a cardboard heart, just whatever you like really. Then once you've done this, you just want to glue gun these straight onto a wreath. Quite tightly together, just make sure you push them all together, and you pretty much want to just do that until you fill the entire thing up with these roses, and then you're pretty much done. So yeah. So yeah, this took me a long time to do, so you just have to have patience, or maybe if you've got a large group of people, you can do some roses on but I'm just making sure that they fit the gap, and that is pretty much what this is. It's quite simple, it's just very, very, very repetitive things, but it is really effective. And all you have to do then is hang it up somewhere or prop it up somewhere in your room or anywhere really. This doesn't just have to be for Valentine's Day, but I thought it was really nice to do. And yeah, it also requires a lot of glue gun sticks. I used over more than a packet. I probably used like a packet and a half, but my glue gun sticks were really small. So yep, just gluing the last few roses on. And you're pretty much done. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, see you on my next video.